What's up, guys? We are at Torque Custom Cycles, Hackensack, New Jersey. I'll leave you guys links down below in the description. Mike and Adrian are here, and they are going to put the tires back on the wheels. What's that? What's up? There's Adrian right there. What's up, bud? There's Mr. Mike. And there's the wheels. Nice. One is on. I just fill her up and then. There we go. It's a beauty.
There you go. That's it.
All right, boss.
That's it.
Oh, he's good too.
So the front wheels are harder to come up?
The front wheels, yeah, the profile's lower. Yeah, it's a narrower tire. It doesn't stretch as much.
What's up, guys? We are back in the garage, and I'm not going to be getting the bearings pressed in or the forks done today. Nick had something to do with his family, so he had to cancel. I totally understand. So what we're going to do, we're back in the garage. Look at her sitting right there. That thing is amazing. I got so much content coming up for you guys. We're going to have some like almost 60-degree days here in the next couple days in the next week. I'm just charging the battery because it's brand new. I don't think they ever had it on a battery tender, so I'm just making sure the battery is up to speed. But I got a bunch of little things that I'm going to be doing to the Busa. I can't believe I'm saying that. I got a Busa in the garage with Mad Max. How can you beat that setup? Road Glide and the Busa. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, it's not about the Busa today, but if you guys are new to this channel, those are the two bikes. We got the Road Glide 22 and we have the new 23 Suzuki Hayabusa. Anyway, so got the wheels here, right? So I figure at least this is what I'm gonna do with this video, because I don't know if you guys seen the last video about the ride-on fluid. And there was a lot of comments. It went all the way. It went all the way from mostly good, great, I've never heard of this stuff, which is absolutely fine. That's why I make these videos, right? That's why people make videos. I go on YouTube actually quite a lot. If there's something I don't know, and most of the times it's probably not even about motorcycles. It's about like household stuff, like, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying, though. If I don't know how to do something or whatever, or camera stuff, camera gear, I always head on over to YouTube and somebody's there to always help you out. But anyway, the ride-on fluid, what happens is it actually goes inside of the wheel. Per your specific size of wheel and tire that you have, you could check out their website. I did make a video probably, I don't know, about a month and a half ago. You could check that out. But if you go to Ride-On's website, they will let you know how many ounces to put in. But for our application, front wheel gets 10 ounces and rear wheel gets 14 ounces. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you guys how to put that in. So what that does is that fluid, this fluid right here, actually just sits in the tire, and then when it's rolling down a highway, it actually just spins out to the outside edges of the tire, and through centrifugal force, it goes where it needs to, balancing out the tire perfectly. So I know there was a lot of comments saying, oh, you can't run that high speeds. That's a bunch of baloney. I had Mad Max, I had Silverback over 120 miles an hour, trust me. And it's perfect. It is smooth as silk. There's no shaking, no wobbling. It works better than the weights. Trust me when I tell you. So there is no issue. It balances out the wheel perfectly. I promise you. I'm not just saying that. I'm not sponsored by Ride On. It does that. And then the second best thing is if you were to get a nail or a screw in the tire, it will seal the tire. It's not going to prevent, obviously, if you have a rip in the tire or some heavy sidewall damage or something major, obviously, catastrophic tire failure. If you have a nail, a screw, a small pinhole, it's definitely going to seal it. So that's why I like having it on my bike. If I'm up in the middle of nowhere, you definitely want that stuff in your tires. Like, it just does, it's a no-brainer to me. I mean, it doesn't make any sense not to have it in there, right? Also, do not keep your weights on there. If, there's no point. If you put the Ride On in, just take the weights off the wheel because there's no point to have the weights on there. Like I told you guys also, a lot of times, if your weights fly off the wheel and you don't have Ride On in, your wheel's going to be out of balance. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere, where are you going to get a tire weight? Where are you going to get a wheel weight from, So your bike's going to be shaking. So this is like a fail-proof system, to balance your wheel and tire and to obviously have that secondary safety feature to seal it. So whatever, let's go ahead and put it in. We're going to put 10 ounces in the front. I have Nick's wheel here. I'm going to do that for him. 10 ounces in the front and 14 ounces in the back. Look at these things. These things are going to look so good. And you know what? A lot of people were saying that it almost looks like a polished nickel. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'm happy with it. It's definitely not chrome, obviously. They call it super chrome, but let's be honest. It's not going to come out exactly like chrome. I knew that because it's powder coated, right? It's impossible for it to look like a metal. That's chromium, right? So it's impossible, but it is close. It looks nice. And I think when the wheels and tires are going to be on the bike, that's when we need to wait and see how it's going to look. But I think it's going to look great. Let's put the Ride On fluid in the wheels, and then I'll show you the wheels a little better. But this way, at least for those of you guys that haven't seen this process, I'll do it again. All right, so I have the valve stem out already. What we want to do is just put this tube over the valve stem, and then we could push, you see, this fluid in. And every now and then, I just take the bottle off. I tap it, put it back on, so this way all of the fluid goes to the bottom. Leave that on the side. And then what I like to do before we put the valve stem in, because you got a little bit of that Ride On in there, I just like blast it with some air. And that basically just clears out that entry right there. So this way we could take the valve stem. We're gonna put the valve stem back in. There's actually a little valve stem tool that comes with the Ride On fluid. So you don't need to buy one actually. And that one's all set. So now another big question you guys have been asking me a lot. You remember when I showed you guys what should you have in your bags for long trips? I told you guys to make sure you have one of these slime kits. It doesn't have to be slime, but make sure you have a tire plug kit. That tire plug kit comes with the plugs, the tools. It comes with some pressurized air canisters. So this way you could fill your tire up So that is really important because actually when we were in Sturgis, Glenn on his Road King got a flat and I was able to plug it. And believe it or not, the second thing that you need, and this video, thank you so much, is sponsored by AIRMOTO. So this is the air pump that I always carry on my bike with me. I've showed you guys this air pump in the past, but maybe I didn't go and dive deep into it. But this is the mini air pump. And let me show you guys like how big this is. Look at my hand, right? That's how big it is. So what's cool about it is this hose right here, okay, actually gets stowed, gets stowed in here, right? So it's hidden. So you got the air pump, you got USB-C connection right there to charge it. And then when you need it, you just pull that out and you screw the air pump hose right onto the air pump. So this one I just got from AIRMOTO, and I'm telling you now, I would never leave home without it because like I just said, we got the flat on Glenn's bike and I did plug it with the tire plug kit, but needed to fill the tire. And I did have my AIRMOTO air pump with me in my saddlebags, thank God. So AIRMOTO shipped me out this new one to show you guys. And I just want to tell you that I would never leave home without this. This is a fantastic little tiny air pump that does not take a lot of space in your airbags. I'll leave all the links to the air pump down below because a lot of people were asking me, right there it says AIRMOTO, a lot of people were asking me about the air pump. And let me tell you, I've charged it. It lasts a really long time because I charged mine. I can't even remember, like probably when we went to Sturgis, I charged it. And the thing is like still almost at 100% battery. So it definitely lasts long, the battery. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna show you the tire you just seen. The tire has 0 air pressure. I just put the valve stem in. I'm gonna actually fill the tire up with the AIRMOTO air pump. I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So we're gonna hold the button and then it's gonna turn on. And what's cool about it is right here, you could see the green light indicator. That means the battery is full. I was actually charging this one for the past several hours so I could show you guys this air pump. On the top, when you plug the air pump in, and what's great about this hose is that's actually a screw-on connection. So it's not coming off, which I love. That's a really awesome thing that they did. It's not like the clamp or you have to hold it. It's actually a screw on. The top number is what the tire pressure is currently. And what's awesome about this pump is that you can set it at any pressure, hit the start button, and whatever, go make a cup of coffee or go to the bathroom or do whatever you have to do. And that's what's awesome about this pump. You don't have to stand there. And being that it's, you know, you have to understand, being that it's a mini air pump, which you want. You don't want a 20-gallon compressor strapped to the back of your bike, right? You know, you're packing for a long trip. So space is, you know, it's a highly, it's a very costly commodity on a bike, right? So that's why this mini air pump is so good. But what the thing is about it, it does take obviously a few minutes to pump a tire up this big, right? A car tire with more pressure, it's going to take even longer, but it gets the job done. I believe it's good for up to even 100 PSI, which is incredible. I'd rather have something small that's compact and wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and still be able to pump my tire up. It just makes sense. I wouldn't want something super big, maybe 4 times bigger than this, just to save 5 minutes. I mean, no big deal. I'm already stranded on a side of the road with a flat. What's another 5-10 minutes? So let's plug this in and I'll show you guys how this awesome little pump works. So basically you just take it and you just screw it on top of your valve stem, right? So I'm gonna put these right here at 38. That's a good pressure, and we're just going to hit on. I'll put it right there for you guys. And this way you guys know. I'm gonna hit at the same time. And let's see. Okay, 4 minutes, 13 seconds, filled up the tire. It stops automatically. That's what I love about it. You don't have to sit there and hold it and look at it and worry about it. It just stops. So I'll show you guys on the front one. I'll show you guys on the back one. I'm about to fill the ride-on fluid right here. I got it ready with the back. Let's go ahead and do that. And just to show you guys, if you do have the question, is it accurate? I just put on my gauge and it's at 37.6. Put 10 ounces in here. I'm just gonna clean out the valve stem area with some air. Now I'm gonna put the valve stem back in. Super simple, and for like, I think it's like 20 something bucks for 8 ounces. You could do your whole bike for about 70 bucks, I'm gonna say. Definitely worth it. So now, just to show you guys, same pump, set at the same pressure, 38. I'm gonna fill actually all 3 tires from 0 PSI. I'm gonna fill them up. I'm gonna reset the clock and show you guys how well this pump actually works. All right, and we'll start it now. That's really close. That's all. I think that was only like 14 seconds off the last one. That's unbelievable. Filling up the last 8 ounces on the wheel, and let's fill that tire up. Let me show you something while it fills up. This dashboard on the Busa is absolutely insane. Check this out. Oh yeah. Watch this. Man, old school clocks, you cannot beat it. I'm gonna get into this on a later video, but the tech on the Busa is incredible, and it's so easy to use. So I can't wait to dive into the bike and show you guys what it's all about. And that's what's awesome about that pump. You do not have to sit there and wait. It shuts off automatically. And not only on a single charge did it pump that rear tire up on the Road Glide, it pumped up second tire, the front wheel, and my buddy's tire that we just had powder coated. So 3 tires it pumped up to 38 PSI. Okay guys, battery right here, it lasted. It is red, probably it's low, it needs a charge, but it filled up 3 tires from 0 PSI to 38 PSI, 2 fronts and 1 rear. I think that's pretty good. If it saves you even on 1 flat tire fix is great, but to fill 3 of them up on a single charge, honestly, it still might charge another one. I mean, I'm not sure, but we definitely got 3 charges out of 1 battery. I think that's pretty damn good. So check them out. I'm gonna leave all the links down below in the description. AIRMOTO mini air pump. I've been using it now for a couple of years now. It's always been in my saddlebag. And I definitely feel good about telling you guys about this product because it's always worked well, never let me down. And also the charge just lasts really long. I charge it once, I leave it in my saddlebag, and it's literally good for months. So links are down below in the description. Check them out, click on it, because a lot of people were asking me exactly what air pump I use, so it worked out really well. All right, guys, so that's it on this one. We have the back wheel ready. We got the 2 fronts ready. That's Nick, but we got mine ready. He's actually using another set. He's actually using that one for a spare. He's got actually like a spare set of wheels and tires. So this way the bike's not down. If he needs a new set of tires, he just swaps them out. But I think the wheels are looking awesome. And on the next video, I'm gonna be heading over to Nick. We're gonna be pressing the bearings in. We're gonna be putting the rotors back on. And we're gonna be redoing the fork seals, changing out the lowers. So stay tuned. We have, wow, I had a lot of content, but now the boost is in the building, the boost is in the house. We got so much content. I mean, oh my God, I don't know where I'm gonna find the time, but I definitely wanna show you guys that bike. I have a couple little things that I wanna do to it, like remove the stickers, tail tidy, a couple other things I'll show you guys on another video. But thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.